Despite the blood on the streets, ticker symbol KAVL and LGVN had some massive upsides and appear to have some continuation based on the immediate short-term time frame technicals. Let's pop open the hood on both of these tickers to see what the potentials could be for the coming sessions. Welcome back to the channel on this Microcap Monday. This is ARCa, and let's dive into Microburst. Let's kill them, team. What is up, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. Please do me a favor and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and do all the things necessary here to get this thing rolling and thriving, right? So let's go ahead and pop open the charts here on KAVL on the daily time frame. Please notice here that the asset moved massively to the upside here, right? We're ending the day at about, let's see, a 135.96% to the upside. At a certain point, this thing was actually up to about 251%, right? My goodness, huge price action on this thing. Post hours right now, the stock is sitting at about 608. So I want to go ahead and point out some obvious things here, maybe in the 5-minute time frame. Take a look at this. All right. So if we're observing the 5-minute time frame, please notice here that the huge upside thrust that we got from price action made price completely surpass every major moving average here, and we even broke above the SMA 50. The SMA 50 in particular is very important because it is a continuation moving average, right? So if we're able to kind of validate the resistance of this, then yeah, we'll get a macro move or a macro within relative to the certain time frame, right? So let's just say that it would get a reversal move if you break below it, validate it, and continue. It's like that even if you look at the EMA 7 and EMA 9, you can do that in smaller time frames, maybe the 1 minute. Right, but here on the 5-minute time frame, critical moving averages could be observed as the EMA 200, SMA 200, and the SMA 50. Okay, so what's really important here is this. Please notice that the 5-minute time frame price action reclaimed the top side of the SMA 50, so there could be a continuation to the upside here. Okay, so the only thing that's kind of having me worried is the RSI is currently pivoted towards the downside. So if we were to put a downside target on this, I would actually say or argue that the 594 could be the zone for us to observe. Okay, so if I were to put now, let's see, 594 is what we said, right? Let me get rid of the moving averages here and look at just the raw price action and see what that could be. So yeah, I would say about $6 to about 594 would be the bottom side. So $6, 594, that could be the area for price action to kind of land in. Before experiencing a continuation to the upside. Of course, we still have to be very protective over a couple things, right? So I do have this drawing of this area here just in case price action falls back even deeper. And the reason why I have that there is because this would be a huge gap located between the valuations of about 547 and 505. So just in case price action really does fail here, then there is an area to experience a bounce. Now, I'm not saying that it's going to bounce for a continuation to the upside. What I am saying is that it will bounce here in order for you to get maybe a final opportunity to get risk off on the asset, right? So maybe just potentially remove all risks. So not financial advice on that. Okay, team, so please make sure to be very careful here. But yeah, the pullback zones here are about 594 to about $6, and the bottom side here would be 547 to 505 in case we do fail some critical points. Failing this zone here with an hour, I would say with an hourly time frame would do it for me. This area here, 582, failing that with an hourly, yeah, I can see price action certainly falling into this zone here. Okay, so now the reason why it ran up, it looks like it's catalyst based. So right here, ticker symbol KAVL Brands hires investment bank to assist in exploration of strategic alternatives for parent company. Okay, so it is running on a catalyst, and if we're looking at the daily time frame, sure, it does look like it has some pumps here and there, but they have been days. Like these are all daily time frames, right? They seem to last for a good amount of time. So let's just see how the asset behaves against these critical supports, and then we'll be able to see the upside continuation. But yeah, as of now, it feels like it's due for a pullback. 4-hour time frame. Let's see, 4-hour time frame. Very surprisingly, has a continuation pivot for an upside here with expanding volatility in critical. So this is powerful. It is suggesting a continuation to the upside in the 4 hour. Yeah. So you know what? The downside here, yeah, it looks like it would last for maybe until the mid session tomorrow, which would put some validity into this 547 to 505. If we do get that bottom side, there may be a recovery, right? That is, if the 4 hour time frame doesn't feel the pressure to the downside from the 30-minute, hourly, bi-hourly, and 3 hours. So that could be a factor there, okay, team. But if it does bounce to the upside, it looks like the average true range on this is about $1 here. So yeah, I would say that it would come back up to test a $6 zone if we did get that 605 to 547 bottom. And to be clear, I don't think that we would reach the top of the price action. I think that we would reach the top of the price action from today's let's see, actually. Yeah, from the prior bar here. So the 4 hour time frame here is expressing a high of 663. We would come just short of that, maybe 634 to 647. So right around there, right? So let me just go ahead and kind of jot that down. 631. I'm going to adjust it to 626. Yeah. Let me adjust that target. 626 to about 647 would be an area for us to observe as a bounce, right? Just in case we do capitulate down into this level here, there could be a bounce into there. Okay, so be careful with this ticker. Now let's go ahead and take a look at LGVN, another ticker that ran today. Let's take a look at the let's see. I'm not really getting too much particularly here. Why medical properties, trust shares. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Well, actually, that was 4 days ago. So LGVN announces closing a $5.2 million public offering. Yeah. Okay. Well, besides that, let's just go ahead and take a look at let's go ahead and take a look at the current position here and see about continuation. Okay, so the daily time frame does have a pretty nice moving average up there. That's your SMA 50. So let me bring up a couple here that could have given us a reason for price action to kind of halt at. There we go. So that EMA 30 could have been a serious culprit here. And yeah, okay. Yeah, so the EMA 30 on a daily time frame came up to about 356. Price action came up to 341 and rejected. Currently sitting below the SMA 20 right now. On the daily, of course, right? So there could be continued pressure to the downside on this, and I think that it could be limited too. Okay, so if we were to continue a downside here, I would say, let's see, 301, 293. Yeah, post hours is showing that we're at about 301 right now. So this could come back down to just about 293. It could come back down just to the daily close here at the SMA 50 at the 5-minute time frame confluence with that closure. So, and then it would experience a continuation to the upside. So if that's 294, then yeah, then we would actually have to make this a little bit of a bound here, right? Because of your the lower one standard deviation multiplier on a mean reversion. So 304 was your top end. And then you mean reverted to 304 and then rejected the mean reversion, and now your lower one standard deviation multiplier is $2.92. We were talking about $2.94 or 3 here. Yeah, $2.93. So that's confluent with that. And just in case we were to go lower on the 5-minute time frame, then your VWAP upper bound of the second standard deviation upside, it would be 289, just about 290. So yeah, we do have some confluence there. So now if we were to meet this with raw price action, then let's kind of take a look at that and see how far this thing would pull back. Let's see. I think we're going to have to keep a close eye here on that 278 target. Let's see. Yeah, I'd say about 278. Just about right here to about 284. That feels like an area for a pullback. Now, if we start failing the 5-minute time frame with this, definitely keep an eye on this inflection point down here, which would be confluent to the EMA 200. Okay, so let's go ahead and put that secondary area there as well. Just right about, right about here. and down to this point right there, 259 to 266, just in case, okay? And check this out. The VWAP lower bound of the standard deviation, the 2 standard deviation is 266, and it's right here. Okay, so just in case, right? There are confluent targets here, and we have to be careful as to how we make this thing happen. Okay, we got to be super careful with that. All right, team. So now let's see here. Okay. Yeah, now let's go ahead and look at the 4-hour time frame here with volatility versus momentum, see how that's behaving. And very curious here, guys, that 4-hour time frame. I know we have long wicks to the upside, which usually represent weakness, but damn, the 4-hour time frame has a huge upside pivot on stochastics with expanding volatility, and it's being supported here by multiple time frames. Holy crap, 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour. Let's see, the 6-hour upside with critical volatility, 12-hour, and the daily, all the way up to the daily. Oh my goodness. Okay, guys. Yeah, I think LGVN here, probably a short-term pullback. It may not even get all the way down there. Observe an area here as well. Okay, just in case, I'm going to give you one more zone. Right about here. So 290 to about 293. There could be support found there. Okay, and if it doesn't support here, then you have your lower bounds that I provided, right? 284 to 278, and then your 266 to 259. But what the technicals are showing, what volatility and momentum are showing here, that's indicative of continuation to the upside. Okay, so if it does continue to the upside, what the heck would that be, right? So that I'm looking at, let's see. So we have about a 58-cent ATR, a 68, almost 69 cents daily average true range. So that would put, I mean, if we open at $3, that would put us at 369. And it looks like your current ATR top on the 12-hour is showing about $3.50. And the upper bound of the second standard deviation multiplier is 396. So 350 to 396, damn. Okay, so here's the, yeah, naturally, team, we're going to have to observe this first because of the 12-hour time frame resistances and the SMA 50 on that 12-hour. I would say 327 to 343 after a retracement here, and then we'll go ahead and continue that upside. So, yeah, team, there's something here. There could be an opportunity on LGVN. So heads up on that, okay, team? So if any questions, you know where to reach out to me. Please remember that I am offering here two different master class programs, right? So it's going to be here at this email, ArcMastersCourse at gmail.com, and reach out to me because I'm gonna be giving a 4 to 5 week mentorship program on the basics of trading, and that's gonna tail in to that's gonna connect to the strategies mentorship program, which would be about an 8 to 12 week program. So get in touch with me, and I'll make sure to get you your syllabus, your disclaimer, and all that good stuff. Okay, so the master students are already signing up for that. I have the final exams going in for track number 3 students. So the seats are gonna start getting taken here. Okay, team. So please go ahead and reach out to me as soon as possible. And always remember that I am trading the financial markets with a very, very, very talented team in my Discord. Every day, every morning at 6 a.m. Pacific time, okay? So if any questions, you know where to reach out to me, but I really appreciate you for watching here. Let's go ahead and sign out. Please take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever. I need you to do your own due diligence, and everything will be cool. But with that said, team, I wish you well, a very, very good rest of your night and or day, and I will catch you at the bell mañana. Adios, team. Oh, yeah.